So what do you need to get in order to get a Division 1 full-ride soccer scholarship? In this video, we'll debunk everything to help you learn how to get one. Right, so let's get straight into it. So soccer, is where I'm from, it's called football. Probably most of the people around the world watching this also call it football, but here in Miami in Florida, we call it soccer, and especially colleges as well. So how do you get a full-ride soccer scholarship, or very close to a full ride, for especially NCAA Division 1, which is the premium, the best division to play in the US, which will give you also the most possible chance of getting into the MLS, which is the professional division here. You might have seen some of the videos of us, Inter Miami, our partners. That's the MLS. That's pretty much why most people come play college soccer, to get into that. Now, it is also possible Division 2, even Division 3, but it's a lot harder. It's easier to do it from Division 1. So what you need to get in? Well, to go from any kind of high school to a Division 1, the first thing that's going to be extremely important is playing level, how good you are as a soccer player. So the best, really, like if I got a phone call from one of you guys or an email and you said, hey Chris, I play at Manchester United Youth Academy or Chelsea Youth Academy or any youth academy around the world that's in a professional league, so coming from a professional setup, but you're in a youth academy, you're going to get a big fat green tick on my list saying you are definitely a high caliber player. These are the types of athletes or student athletes that college coaches want at Division 1 level for soccer. Definitely the youth academy players. You're going to have the easiest route to Division 1 being a player of that standard, both women's or men. Now, if you're not in a youth academy setup, it's okay, you can still get into a Division 1 school, but it will be harder because coaches obviously in the US know that youth academies are where the best players are at, typically. So if you're not in one of those, but you maybe were in, like you were from 13, 14, got released, you would be kind of my next category of really good soccer players. Like you were obviously at a youth academy, but you got released. Even if you get released at 17, 18, you're probably like the best prospect for a college coach because you obviously were very good, you just got released and you're like, where do I go from here? College could be a great option for you, but even if you got released at say 13, 14, even 16, you'd still be the next tier of what I'd say highest level caliber players for coaches that would be in demand. So you're gonna have the highest chance of getting a full ride. Now, if you're not in any youth academy, you've never been in one, it will be a lot more tricky. It's going to really depend on what you've done, what level leagues you've played in. I would personally say if you've not done anything that kind of has a national level, so if your league's not playing it nationally and it has rankings, it's going to be hard to get a full ride for a Division 1 school. Where you have the better chances is where you're from. So if you're from countries like that are known for high level soccer, like England, we're getting there again, Germany, France, Brazil, these countries, like countries that are known for high level soccer, Italy, coaches will definitely be more interested because they expect the level to be good there. So you could play in a very good league, not a youth academy league, but still a very good one and still get some interest, especially coaches looking for your position and likes your standard of play. Video is a must. Video is very, very crucial for coaches to assess that, especially if you've not been in a youth academy, because that's going to be the best way for them to judge you. Now, if you've not been in any kind of high league, you've just been doing high school soccer, maybe some like kind of Sunday league stuff, you probably won't get many coaches at Division 1 level interested in you because they're going to look at everyone else first, and there's enough players in the world, even in the US, to get their coach's attention. So I advise you to start looking at Division 2 or an NAIA route, even junior college route, and then work your way up. You can go to a D2, you can go to an NAIA or even junior college. You can do that for 1 or 2 years, and you can always transfer to Division 1 once you've proven yourself out here. Still possible, we do it all the time. We help many athletes transfer from D2s to D1s all the time. Now, just because you're a really good soccer player, let's say you do fit that category and you're super good, if you don't have the academics to back it up, you still can't qualify. Remember, university soccer is university and soccer. It's not back to just being a youth academy playing soccer every day. So you do have to have the minimum grades to get in. Typically, this is just a pass. So in most countries, a C or a 3.0, whatever it is in your country, whatever a pass is to get your high school degree, that's what you need to do minimal to get in. Then you also have to pass the SAT exam with the minimal grades to get into most universities. However, if you're looking at schools like Stanford or Duke, they will require a higher grade point average to get into those programs. So you can't just get a pass, you need more B's or A's as well. So it really depends on the program you're going to get the right grades. So if you've got the grades, you've got the soccer, you are good to go, you'll be getting in. Now, the last thing that can screw it up for you is time. If you start the process too late and you start at 17 or 18, there will be less chances because a lot of these really good schools who recruit youth academy players or very high level soccer players, they recruit them young. They recruit them from typically 15 and 16 years old. So you'll be ready to go 2 years, your contract's ready to go, you just don't start until you finish high school. So if you start the process late, you will have less options, but there will be options there because a lot of these top coaches know, especially for soccer, they know a lot of players get released from these youth academies in their last years and they know you're going to be available. So they do wait a little bit because they know that's possible. So in soccer, it's a lot different to other sports where they know that's not really the case, especially sports like golf, tennis, there's no releasing going on. But in soccer, they know at 17, 18, you can be released. So they will wait a little bit just to see if they can pick 1 or 2 players up at the end of the recruiting cycle, where they'll still go early as well. They'll still pick players at 16, 15 who are not being released or got released at 15 or 16 and pick them up. But if you're in an academy at 17, 18 trying to go pro, they don't get released. Coaches do know that, appreciate that, and they will hang on. So you'll be okay, but there will be a limited option base. Now, that's the 3 major things. If you're not in that category of a youth academy player or anything like that, it's going to come down to your video content and the level of standard you're playing at, which is really where we can come and help you. So if you are looking for some assistance and want to find out if you can get a college soccer scholarship to Division 1, you can go on our website, www.asmscholarships.com, apply for free. We'll check out your videos, we'll check out your leagues, what you're doing, and tell you if you're a Division 1 soccer player. If not, if you're youth academy, you definitely are. 9 times out of 10, be very surprised if you're not. But then we need to look at your grades and see what you've done there and the time available and even your budget, because not every school gives a full ride. So if you have a budget you're working in, we can tell you which schools you can get into by doing our free assessment. My team will call you and they will tell you what is possible. So hopefully that helps. And in the next video, we'll be doing more sports. So please give us a like, subscribe, and thumbs up, and we'll see you soon. Take care, guys.